I'm back in the saddle again, out where a friend is a friend, where the longhorn cattle feed on the lonely Jimmy. Back in the saddle again, I'm riding the range once more, toting my old 44, where you sleep out every night and the only long's ride. Back in the saddle again, hoopty-tie-yo, I'm rocking to and fro. Back in the saddle again, hoopty-tie-yo, I go my way, and I'm back in the saddle again.
This is called the weathered old caboose behind the train. There we go. Oh, I'd go back on the L&N and on this Southern too, if I only had my way again. I'd ride the Seaboard Airline, Atlantic Coastline too. You'd never hear me grumble nor complain. I would ride that Georgia Southern and Florida Railroad line, the Swanee River route they call it too. I would travel down from Macon over to St. Augustine by the great Atlantic Ocean way so blue. I'm getting old and feeble, boys cannot work no more. Been out in the sunshine and rain, and the only friend left now is watching a chain of mine and the weathered old caboose behind the train.
Greetings all, this is the J-Man from Metal Sharks, and I wanted to do a bit of a wrap-up from my time at the Melbourne Train and Toy Show. And so at this toy and train show, these were the finds that I had there, the different types of treasures, so to speak. And I'll tell you a little bit about each of these. But really, going to a toy train show brings back a lot of memories from when I was growing up, because it was a favorite hobby of my dad and I. And we went to the Train Collectors Association meets in Howie in the Hills, Cottondale, and lots of different cities in Florida and Georgia over the years. And at any rate, at this train show, I was able to find a lot of Army men, and they were just kind of throw-ins. And I was hoping some of these Army men, some of them looked like ones I played with as a boy. I was hoping maybe some would be marks, but they all seem to be from Hong Kong, so not particularly valuable. So I might do a display at a June train show in North Florida with some of these figures and run some trains with them, O-gauge. So these are more items that I got. I got these two approximately 1/48 scale, which runs well with O-gauge trains, Lionel, and some Army vehicles, and then a couple of Jeeps that I think are made by Aurora. Aurora made slot cars, but also plastic models in the 60s and 70s. So Aurora is a very good company name to look for when you are at train shows or flea markets and things like that. And then these buildings here are called Built-Rite, with a hyphen between built and then Rite, R-I-T-E. And I believe they were made in the 30s or 40s, and they're cardboard. And they're still pretty good shape. There's a few chimneys or other items that have come off some of the buildings. And I got the whole lot of buildings for $5. So it was kind of something a little bit unfamiliar for me, and I'm not sure what they're worth. I saw only one example of some of these buildings on eBay for about $25 or $30, so I think I can at least get my money back or maybe make a few bucks on it. But what I'm looking for is maybe a toy train modeling family that wants these for their display, and maybe they can make an interesting scene with these, and I could resell them to somebody. And then this is my favorite item from the toy train show, and this is an Aurora slot car. It says runs good and was battery tested, and I battery tested it at the train show. This was made in Singapore, Aurora AFX, and it's nice and complete. It has the front grille and bumper, which the guy pointed out to me. It's missing one of the tires. And he was asking 12. I tried to talk him down, but I couldn't get him to go down at all. But I figured that's something I really like. I operated as a boy and have collected over the years, so I went ahead and got that. That's what I like the best from the train show. So there you have it.
It's at C&O and TP, the NC and St. L. I rode the Queen and Crescent and the Sunshine Special too. The New Orleans and Northeastern on down the Vicksburg route. Yes, I rode them all and many more, it's true. I have seen the Katy Flyer from Texas to KC, the Red Bull freights beneath the prairie sky, and the dazzling Scarlet Katy Herald of the MKT. in Missouri, Kansas, Texas, flashing by. I'm getting old and feeble, boys, cannot work no more. I've been out in the sunshine and the rain, and the only friend left now's this watch and chain of mine, and the withered oak caboose behind the train. Across the farmlands and fields, skyscrapers of Fort Worth, come inside of the engine's heading crew, and the MKT Bluebonnet southbound down that Texas line, on the Dallas now fast rolling through. And it's the Rocky Mountain Rocket on the Rock Island line, that Burlington Denver Zephyr train, toward the Queen City shining like silver in the sun, where majestic mountains meet the wind-swept plain. I'm getting old and feeble, boys, I cannot work no more. I've been out in the sunshine and the rain, and the only friend left now, this watch and chain of mine, and the withered old caboose behind the train. Thank you very much. Thank you.